Welcome to the Podcast Lab, your go-to space for raw conversations, curious questions, and inspiring stories from around the world. Whether you're here to learn, laugh, or just listen in, this is where ideas take shape and voices come alive. Ready to dive into fresh perspectives and thought-provoking discussions? Let's get started. This is the Podcast Lab. Subscribe now and never miss an episode.
All right, so you're one of those people who wants to really get into AI. Not just like the sci-fi robot stuff, but how it's already in our lives right now. That's what we're doing today, a deep dive.
Yeah.
And our source material is AI in everyday life, from smartphones to smart homes.
A great source.
Yeah, it really gets into some of the stuff that I think we don't even realize is powered by AI.
That's right.
And that's kind of what I want to get at today, how AI is impacting us without us realizing.
I'm ready.
Like, for instance, everyone's got a smartphone now, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it's like they're always with us.
Always.
And they use AI all the time. I mean, think about virtual assistants.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Like Siri
Right.
or Alexa. They aren't just using like pre-programmed responses.
Well,
now.
they are using pre-programmed responses, but they're so advanced now. They're using AI to figure out what you really mean.
So it's like,
Even if you ask it something it's never heard before.
oh, wow.
Like a brand new question.
So how does that even work?
It's this whole field called natural language processing, NLP.
NLP.
Yeah, NLP.
So is that a branch of AI?
Yes, it's a type of AI
Yeah.
that lets computers understand and respond to us.
Like actual human language?
Exactly.
Wow. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, like you say, set an alarm for 7 a.m. It knows you mean tomorrow morning. It's not just hearing those exact words.
It's wild. It really is like having a personal assistant
Pretty much, yeah.
who knows what you want before you even know it.
It can feel that way sometimes.
And that's not just with virtual assistants, right?
Yeah, not even close.
It's all over the place. Like, what about all those recommendations we get?
Oh.
Like on social media or Spotify, Netflix, all the streaming services. Or even just like shopping on Amazon. They always seem to know what I want.
Yeah, it's creepy sometimes.
It's like they're reading my mind.
It can feel like that.
How do they do that?
Well, it's these things called recommendation algorithms.
Okay.
They look at like what you've done in the past,
All right.
what you like, who your friends are, and then they try to guess what you'll want next.
And that's AI, right?
Yeah, it's all powered by AI.
Wow.
That's how it can predict what you might want to buy or watch or listen to or even who to be friends with.
So, I mean, it sounds like a lot of this is just like making our lives easier,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
like more convenient. But I guess I'm wondering, like, is there a downside to all this?
Oh, yeah.
Like to all this personalization?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, the source mentions user feedback quite a bit.
Right.
And it made me think, like, how much are we giving up,
That's a great point, yeah.
to get all this convenience?
Well, to really get it, we have to understand data. Because that's what these algorithms need.
They need data.
They need data, yeah.
So every time you click something, search for something. Basically, everything you do online
It's all data.
becomes data.
That's right.
So it does make you wonder, like, what data am I okay with giving up?
Yeah, that's the question.
Like, how much is too much?
Yeah, because it's not always clear what they're taking or how they're using it.
Right, exactly.
And that's where the problems can start.
Okay, like, what kind of problems?
Well, you've probably heard of filter bubbles.
I think so.
So, like, social media algorithms, they can kind of trap you in a bubble
What do you mean?
by showing you stuff you already agree with.
Okay.
And that can be dangerous
Yeah.
because it limits what you see,
Like, different viewpoints?
Exactly, like other perspectives.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're saying it can make us more polarized.
Yeah, it can contribute to that for sure.
That's scary.
Yeah, it can be.
I've definitely noticed that sometime.
Oh, for sure.
Like on social media, when everything I see is just like reinforcing what I already believe. And then it feels like everyone else who thinks differently
Yeah.
just disappears.
It can feel that way, yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, it's a real thing.
It's a really subtle effect, but
it's powerful.
yeah, very powerful.
Yeah, and that's just one example of how AI can be, well, a trade-off.
Trade-off between what?
Convenience and privacy.
Okay.
And it's happening more and more as AI gets into everything.
So it's not just about Like the obvious stuff, right?
Nope.
Like the stuff we talked about,
Yeah.
like the virtual assistants and the recommendation.
It was way beyond that.
Okay. Like what else?
Spam filters, for example.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Keep all that junk out of your inbox.
I hate spam.
Yeah, everybody does.
I mean, I never really thought of that as AI.
Well, it is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's always working in the background.
Yeah.
Or how about fraud detection?
What's that?
Like when your bank stops somebody from using your credit card
Oh, okay.
without you even knowing.
Wow. That's really important.
Super important.
I mean, it really is like AI is quietly running everything,
Pretty much, yeah.
even stuff we don't realize.
Absolutely.
What else is there?
Well, like navigation apps,
Okay.
like Google Maps or Waze,
Mm-hmm.
they all use AI
What to do what?
to figure out traffic.
Oh, wow.
Like to know the fastest way to get somewhere.
How does it do that?
It pulls in data from everywhere, like your phone's GPS, other people's phones, and then it knows.
Oh, wow.
It predicts traffic.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, it's really advanced.
So it's not just helping us online then.
No.